What's up, everybody? Welcome to the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas, but we broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today is my favorite day of the week. It's called Women Rock Wednesday. And we always said we celebrate women every day, but on this day, women first thing. The first topic, the first everything. I got some stuff for y'all today. I can't wait to get this show started. So share the show. Hold up, I haven't shared the show. Let me share the show right now. Wait a minute. I want to share it. I want to share it when y'all do. The reason I like to do it now, but first of all, they got to be live for me to actually share it. And I share it just like y'all do. I go to my groups. Hold on. No, I didn't mean to do that. I want to share it to my groups. Hold on. Hold on. Get that out the way. Share it to my groups. Okay. So I go to my groups and hit the little groups that I'm a member of. These two groups and then this group right here. And I hit that. Then I go over to YouTube and find it on YouTube, right? And I go to YouTube, and YouTube got different way to go about it. So I go to YouTube, turn that down a little bit, and I push the share button. It allows you to share it to Facebook. It allows you to share it to Twitter. So I'm sharing it to Twitter right now. And God, I've shared it. I shared it. Shared it. Robert Carroll, what's up, baby? Robert Carroll, boy, what's going on, man? Boy, how did you get out? How did you get a break today? But it's so many things going on today on Women Rock Wednesday. Robert Carroll, I just got something new I want to share with y'all today. I teased it yesterday, and I'm trying to get to my get all my devices together. But what's up, everybody? Have anything? Share the show, everybody. But have anybody been? Let's see. I'm gonna put it like this: if anything happened uniquely uh, in the news that y'all want to talk about, some happened. Shout out to I can't talk to the. I just spoke to Robert Carroll, and but I got to speak to the big coach and Tony and Daryl Anderson and Tyrone Caldwell because I spoke. Because Women Rock Wednesday, usually I talk to women first, but hey, they look tardy to the party. So guess what? We ain't gonna wait on them right now. But no, I'm just playing. I I just go through. I mean, what has happened, Robert? What has happened? You in the summer basketball. What has happened this summer that you said, hmm, make you want to say, hmm, Mr. Hatter, hmm, Hatter, hmm, what this summer? What summer basketball? What player or something? Did anything move the needle for you this summer? Like said, man, this need to be talked about. It hadn't been talked about. I mean, is anybody, big coach, have something happen this summer? And because I asked parents one day, let me go look in my notes, my grassroots notes. Oh, my girl Candace is in the building. Candace, Candace, don't you go nowhere. I got something for you. I got something for you. For all of you, women and men, but it's a company and a young lady that I encountered and found out about that she's supposed to be, well, no, she is an expert in the field of beauty and health and helping people with that. It's just, I like that kind of stuff. Shout out to Brandy Wine. And I, I thought I had wrote it down, but I didn't. Let me see. But I know it's Brandy Wine and her crew over there at Methodist Hospital who saw me yesterday. Y'all want to get my ankle checked on. I'm hitting this golf ball a little too far, and and I'm doing too much. Some I'm doing, and I twist the ankle because it's different terrains and twist the ankle and just want to make sure it's okay. And they took care of me so well. Shout out to them over there. I kind of like this stuff. I mean, everything is electronic. I mean, it's too electronic. And hey, hold up, Brandon, why y'all be emailing me too much? I mean, y'all text me too much. I'm gonna turn y'all notifications off. Every few minutes, I got a text. Uh, but it's unique. And but let me go back and find that grassroots question is back of FIBA summer basketball because it was asked the question about um, parents, what in what you would have done different. I think that was the gist of it. I'm trying to find it. Um, that's not it because it would have been on the top. Let me see. Would have been on the top. No, that wasn't it. I'm gonna find it. But it was a great question. But I've asked it last week and didn't nobody. Maybe I need to ask it again because faith comes by hearing and hearing uh, the word. Let's see. Let's see. The people. I think I got it. It was a man. I hate this, but it was just talking about parents. What would you did different? Um, what would you have done different if you know? Hold up, let me see. Is it a Facebook thing? Just what would you have done different? He said, "I wish I would have spoke up and spoke out about the BS sooner. You talked me out plenty of ledges the last couple of months. You know what? I thank God that I was there for you, big coach, ladies and gentlemen. Big coach had called me. Thank you, boy. I love that Melvin Dukes. 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 He said, if you could start your kids' basketball journey over, that's it. And I got it somewhere, but thank you, Melvin Dukes. Melvin Dukes, it used to be, Kevin Freightman used to help me a lot. I don't know what didn't happen to him. He might have got a promotion or something. If you could start your kids' basketball journey over, what's the one mistake you'd avoid or the one lesson you want to get right from day one? Help the next parent out. Drop some real experience and advice. And I had that thing all set up. And I think I sent it to myself. I got it somewhere. But what would you do? You had the chance. Your son entering the ninth grade. Me personally, I told y'all, and some of y'all ain't got it yet. But if you around the fifth and sixth grade, y'all, is when the kids, fourth, fifth, and sixth grade are when the kids' minds are open to so much. So that's the time to teach them the right way, the footwork, the this. I never forget. I started my son late in tennis. And the lady said, why you start him so late, Robert? I said, because he didn't want it. He want to play it now. I didn't put, because I could play tennis. I should have put a tennis racket in his hand, but I didn't force myself. I didn't put a basketball in his hand. I just had everything in there, whatever he gravitated to, I just let him go at it. That's just how I did it. And, but she said, it's too late now for him to be, she told me, you got to learn this stuff early. Basketball is a skill game. Ladies and gentlemen, you can go on Tuesday when the season starts in NFL. Every Tuesday they have a free agent camp. That means anybody can come out. You can come out. If you run fast enough, you big enough, you can hit hard, you can go and try out for the Texans. You can't do that with the Houston Rockets. Not happening. You have to know how to play along. That's why some players are better than others. Some players are talented, can jump high, but some players are better. I saw a game last night. If any one of y'all have your sons playing basketball and think they're a good basketball player, please go back and find that TBT game last night between Eberline Drive versus La Familia last night, and saw how hard them dudes were playing in the TBT last night. Oh my God. Look, the basketball wasn't beautiful, but how hard they played. Notice I said how hard they played. That's a skill. Them guys were playing great last night. So, but I was just thinking about that. And, Robert Carroll, and I was just thinking about them parents. If you can start your kids' share the show. Because I know, if you can start, and Big Coach said, I wish I had a spoke up and spoke out on the Bulls crap sooner. And he mentioned that I talked him off a ledge several times. Yes. Yes, I did. Because, man, don't you go ruin your son's chance, your being able to be there for your son with these Negroes in summer basketball, because they will make you want to whoop them. I've been there. See, the unique thing about me and everybody else who be on here, all this talking, I've had a son that came through this. No matter what y'all say, no matter what you said, in my opinion, I actually had a son that played in this stuff. And he was ranked by these same people who be ranking. Doug and them wasn't run around there. But I had a son playing this stuff. So when I'm talking to y'all a little bit about this stuff, I'm talking about from experience from a parent. Not an event operator, not a ranker, not a talking head, not nobody. I'm coming from the point of view as a parent. Because that's what y'all are. I know the stuff y'all feeling. I know how Big Coach felt when he called me. But every time I did, y'all don't understand. I've sit in the stands where a guy 5 feet from me who works at the opposite school and know he's sitting next to me, my son fouls out in this heated rival, this heated game, and he stood up and said, yes, get his ass out of there. Now, I ain't cuss him out, but I gave him some choice words because he had a son about the same age. I said, you send your non-playing ass son out to play somewhere else. How come he ain't in this heat? And if my son ever cross him in summer basketball, I'm gonna make sure he go 50 on your son. That's how I did. See, I'm not finna argue with you. Let's work it out there on the floor. Listen, I'm not finna argue and fight with you. Let's bring that little old ass boy of yours and come on, put him up against this killer. Somebody asked me, I think this the Monza in Italy race of F1. I think that's Monza. I think it's Monza or it's one more. I can't think of it. Funny names. But Chuck McGowan. But I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna tell you some things. Maybe I can help y'all. Let me see. He said, if you could start your kid's basketball journey over, what's one mistake you avoided? One mistake that I would have avoided, I would have stopped being mad at my son because of stuff other people were doing. I would have stopped uh, I would have been, I wouldn't have been glad the way I did it, but I expect, I knew people was gonna expect more from him because he was my son, so I demanded it of him. And I wish I wouldn't have put those many demands on him like that. Chuck McGowan, I got a question for you. Have you ever coached men's basketball, boys basketball, and why did you get out of boys basketball and get into girls? You said if I had to do it all again, I would do exactly what I did. At the end of the day, my wife and I gave our daughters the resources and put opportunities before her. It's up to your kid to perform. See, he had a daughter in it. See, it all starts with you having that heart in it. It's ultimately their decision to move forward with or without the sport. Absolutely. I just wish, I ain't gonna lie. I just wish, I just early. Now later on in his life, I left him alone. But early when he was younger, I used to, you know, and and I just wish I come because he was young, and I should have just let him have more fun. And I'll never forget Mark Bryant. I'm in the gym. We going at it. Me and Robert going, and I'm teaching. Mark Bryant said, come here, Hatter, come here. Instead of you just drilling him, join him and get in the drills with him. Instead of you just telling him what to do. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope y'all got that one. Changed my whole trajectory. He said, because he gets some, let's go again, let's go again, let's go again. He heard me. He said, Rob, why don't you join him? Make him feel he can beat you. He'll enjoy it more. I wish you'd told me that a couple years early. you follow me? I mean, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. My son, we had a routine. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I just have to tell stories. Y'all don't understand. Well, I'm just telling you how I experienced it. I don't care. I don't care what nobody think about it. This is what experience we had. Early in the morning. Y'all got to realize my son stayed part-time with his mom, part-time with me. But even when he was over his mom's house, she went to work early. So I go over there and pick him up and take him to school. And we didn't live that close now, each other. But we come early. We get up. He be ready to go eat. But we go to the school, middle school. We was there, I forgot what time of school, but we was there like an hour and a half before school. He got an hour and a half worth of workout, got a shower, and went to class, right? In the evening, as soon as I pick him up, he wants something to eat. We said, forget it. We go to West Side Tennis Club. They make him something to eat every day. They had a chef. They made so when you're blessed to have relationships like this. And we got in the gym. This happened every day, 5th, 7th, 8th. So it was time for him to go to West Side in the 9th grade. He was ready because he done put in more time than any guy or West Side ever even thought about putting in. And, it's no coincidence, what happened when he got it, because he put the work. All I'm telling y'all is, you get whatever you put in this stuff, you're gonna get out of it. Now, everybody ain't gonna be great now, because you can go and work out in the morning and the evening and still don't be great. So let's get that straight. But Without doing that, you'll never be able to be great. You follow me? You might not be great doing it, but without doing it, you'll never even have a chance to do it. Chuck McGowan said, I saw how overly aggressive dads were to their sons. This was during 2009. My last game coaching was against Xavier Willard, Remy Miner, Jeremy Peters, Bryson Etienne when they were in the 4th grade. Wow. Westside Tennis Club was the spot back in the day. Weights, hoop, chef. Yes. Chuck McGowan know. Wait a minute. I know some people that watch and they know. So that's what his life. When he got serious about basketball. In 7th and 8th grade, he was serious. And what they did, that created a habit of him that he wanted that all the way. It had to end in the 9th grade because the 9th grade work out early in the morning at the school. So because girls had to practice, boys had to practice. So but in the evening, same thing. We went back to the middle school. In the evening, thank God we had y'all watch this now, had a relationship, a great relationship with the middle school. We ain't cussing the middle school coach out. We ain't going crazy to the middle school coach. So he comes back, he said, y'all can come over here anytime y'all want to. So I'm just giving you things. She said, Linda at Westside kept us fed after workouts. Absolutely. But when this parent says, what Melvin do send me this? The man said, Chuck McGowan said the reason he got out of it because of the overly aggressive, and he's using great words, overly aggressive dads. I'll never forget, it's one high school they wanted my son to go to, but everybody laughing about at the practice, all these dads standing around the wall. At Westside, one dad sit over there, and that was me. The other dads didn't care. Y'all got to understand, man. Y'all got to understand. I ain't have one son, right? One son, right? And it's 24 hours in a day. If he stay with his mom, if I don't go see him for lunch at school or for practice or something like that, then it might be some days that his mom and the school spend more time with him than I did. That wasn't going to happen. That wasn't going to happen. I know what I had. And I wasn't going to just let a school and his mother, she did her part. Great, great, great mother. But she still can't be dad. No matter, still can't be dad. So I sit back. I used to go. I mean, I wasn't going. And y'all got to realize, this was why I was traveling all over the world. I had all these clients traveling. I'm flying back so I can pick my son up. I'm flying back to be at the game. I never forget. I told a story. Chuck, I never forget the All-Star game in Orlando. The year that Trayvon Martin got killed. I never forget. I'm going back and forth from Orlando. I go to Orlando on Sunday. Had meetings Sunday morning. Tuesday, the playoffs start. I'm back in town. It's Tuesday. Go to playoff game. He win. Get on the plane the next day. Go back to Orlando. A meeting on what Wednesday, Thursday. He play again on Friday. I'm back there on Friday. Going back and forth because guess what? I'm getting one time to do this. I got one son. That's why I don't see why y'all arguing and fussing with these boys. Yo, this stuff gonna be over soon, Daddy. Daddy, you can't beat this game into him. You can't argue this game into him. He got to love this stuff. You can't. Take it from me. Don't let them, if you dad and you coaching the team, don't let them other people make you treat your son worse or bad. And daddies, if you're gonna be a daddy ball, because I understand some of y'all, because some of these dudes riding his hell and sit your son on the bench. So you got to get your team. But nobody should know that's your son. I told you, I'll never forget this. I go up to Austin. We play in a basketball tournament. We go to Austin, and I'm sitting over there just minding my business. Y'all got to understand, I'm sitting there just chilling. So my son just got on the team. Yeah, I mean, it's first tournament. They go to Austin on the team. A little bit, the Junebug team. Little Junebug team. So you know, I'm sitting there. And dude said, which one your son out there? Because we was playing his son. I said, he ain't playing yet. He should get in. He just got on the team. There you go. Son get in the game. Got to play. The man, you know, smart enough to notice people around us. He went to his phone and gave me his phone and he said, who is number 3? I picked up my phone and said, that's the coach's son. He said, I figured. Then halftime, he said, homeboy, I know this team, but ain't nowhere in the world I would have had this kid coming off the bench. I said, man, he just got on team. He said, it don't matter. There's no way. They were young. That's when I learned about you can be better, but you got the dad as the coach. The other dad is the assistant coach. His friend's son's playing. It's different. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to let you know. I'm smart enough to know we didn't stay on that team long. I'll never forget this now. This the team that I told you the grandma went to the game. Grandma don't know nothing about sports at all. All she do is go to church and love the Lord. She in the game. She said, Rob, I got to ask you a question after the game. She said, what does swing it mean? I said, that means when you get the ball, you pass the ball to somebody. She said, well, why every time Robert get the ball, he yells swinging? I said, because he wanted to pass it to his son. She said, that's not right. That's how she said. But yo, that's what happens. So I'll never forget. I told Robert, I said, we went to Dallas the last tournament. And then after that, I said, son, we ain't gonna play on that team no more. He didn't say, y'all watch this. That man went in there and folded up his little practice stuff. And whatever they gave him, got that little bag and put it right in front of the door. Said, Dad, make sure you take that stuff back. He didn't give me a fight. He didn't put up resistance. He didn't want to be there. Parents, you got to look at that. You remember? But when he got older, playing from the same organization, older, but it's different. Older in the EYBL, a same similar situation happened. But guess what? I said, man, let's go. He said, no, Dad, you can go home. This is 17 on EYBL. He said, no, Dad, you can go home. I ain't going on nowhere. They gonna have to play me. If they want to win, they gonna have to play me. He was a little boy then. That's when he became a young man. He said, Dad, I ain't going. If they want to win, they gonna have to play. I never forget it. Y'all, I tell this story because I just watch parents year after year after year after year after year go through this thing. You have to go through this thing. Yo, those experiences weren't good for me, but I'm not bitter. in summer basketball. I'm not bitter about it. It's a lot of y'all, because I talk to y'all, are bitter. And y'all got reason to be bitter, because I know what's going on. When my friend had to go tell another person, y'all, this happened this weekend. That is Moody. If he's on the show, let me see, is he on the show? That is Moody was talking to a friend of mine. He ain't on the show yet. Share the show, everybody. See, it's Women Rock Wednesday, but this stuff is good. Y'all got to understand, people writing letters like this. This how this started, Kevin Drone. Somebody said, if you could start your kid's basketball journey over, what's the one mistake you would avoid? Or the one lesson that you want to get right from day one? Help the next parent out, drop some real experience advice. And that's all I'm trying to do. And everybody ain't gonna have that journey. And shout out, man, a dad called me last night, texted me last night. Get what the dad said last night. I'm finna share this with you. He said, don't let a few years of ball ruin your relationship with you. Thank you, Lionel Rogers. Lionel Rogers. You know who told me that? Clyde Smith of the Houston Jaguars. He said, man, I made the mistake of arguing and fussing with my son about this. He said, man, don't you do your son like that. He said, because these parents, you're going to have to deal with your son. These parents and their kids going to go on and live their life. I thank Clyde Smith for that. That was the greatest advice he ever gave me. It was 2009 and people were aggressive and overbearing then. Now it's extremely out of control. Thank you. Y'all, it's crazy. This summer basketball stuff is crazy, man. These parents, oh my God, they walking around like they king dangling. They post every damn thing. Everybody should know everything that's going on. Then when something happens, they around here talk, these grown folk around here talk about my son. But your grown ass posting everything when everything going good. Told y'all need to share this show. It's about to get greater later. Then I think about this one dad that they don't like making an appearance at the Bucks training camp. Oh, let me see if I find it. Did I put it up there? Yeah, watch this. Watch this. Ladies and gentlemen, they got something to say about that. Daddy going to training camp to see his sons. This ain't no regular dad. Well, my dad didn't go talk to the coach. Your dad ain't no damn Hall of Famer either. Your daddy ain't got no relationship with Todd Bowles. I never forget. Coach Prime was on the phone the other day talking to Shiloh. He said, man, I'm coming to see you first, then I'm going to see Shador. I'm coming to see you first, then I'm coming to see my other son. Dads, all the dads out there, Kevin Jones, you're going to be in this situation. You're going to be in this situation soon. You already got one in. You're going to have another one. You're going to have to do this. But the people got something to say about the man going to see his babies. You follow me? Dad going to see his sons, and people got, well, yeah, he going, y'all off at NBA train. He was an NFL player, Hall of Famer. When he walked on that field, things happen. It's some guys on the Milwaukee Bucks team probably ain't never had a chance to be around nobody like that. And they get a chance to be around a Hall of Famer, gold jacket, and ain't but what, 200 or some of them ever in the world. But they got something to say. But man, thank you. See, Daddy That's how you're supposed to be. Have your son so good, then you ain't got to worry about arguing and fuss. The ref this, the ref this. How the hell you arguing about a ref? And your son, the best damn player on the floor. I just sit back and do this. I told y'all, I got one tech in my whole life. One tech. And I'm embarrassed about it, but one tech. And all I said, no, two techs. One Junebug basketball and one in the pro-am. Two techs. I'm sorry, two techs. One tech, when they were young, I was coaching the little Jaguar team. We kept beating up on this team. So this one of these old mamas always messing with me. I don't know if she liked me, but I know she was married, but she always messing with me. Always got something to say. And she kept talking. She said something slick. I said, you need to go get you on the treadmill. The lady ref thought I was talking about her. And gave me a damn and gave me a text. I never forget. I said, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to her. I did it just like that. But she kept messing. You know how motherfuckers just keep messing with you? I said, all this messing with me, you need to go get on that treadmill. And I shouldn't have said it, but I got a text. So then in the pro-am one, I'm talking to my players in the huddle before the game started. Because my players were complaining about the referee. They don't like him. And most of y'all in the city don't like him. And they was complaining. I said, man, F that. Man, think about that. F him. He gave me a text before the game started. for the game start. For the game. Yo, this is real. I'm telling you, I got two texts. Shout out to Thaddeus Moody for checking out our team for the second year in a row at the Girls EYBL National in Chicago. Appreciate the connection from the Chop Shop. This is, hey, Coach, how you doing? Thank you, Coach. I'm glad. Yeah, chat is, y'all in the building, Coach. Y'all in the building. When y'all go to Chicago, Thaddeus Moody gonna look out for y'all. He called me. Everything that y'all did up there, he was calling and let me know. Curtis George said, they see that NIL. Man, it's all right to see the NIL. Don't mean you got to be something else. We blaming the NIL. So the reason to get ignorant because of Curtis George, hold on. You mean the reason to get ignorant because you see the NIL and those NBA salaries, kid get paid in college, they going crazy. They waiting. They waiting. No, that ain't that's the time to shut up. Because you can, all of those opportunities you putting up there, a parent can stop it. Being ignorant. You feel me? So I'm not giving them the benefit of the doubt, Curtis George. They was ignorant before the NIL. LeBron had the craziest mama on the planet. And it's a couple of more was right behind her, but they said she was the worst. And he survived that. Training camp hasn't even started, plus Bowles and Sanders were teammates in San Francisco. Training camp has started, sir. David, go. It's a simple thing. Start Google. Go and Google and see when the Bucks training camp start. Training camp has started. Before you put that up on the screen, I'm trying to help you, David. This the Chop Shop. Coach Prime, Harden, LeBron can come up with a cure for cancer and folks will still complain about it. Absolutely. Boy, you hit that one. But where we at? But why I got y'all here? I got you. You know what? Ladies, I don't know where yet. I know a few of y'all on here because I see your names, but ladies, I came up against something. Ladies, I got a number. I got this number. I want, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, before I start talking, I'm finna let this number scroll across your screen. I want you to write this number down. I want you to write that name down. I want to write this number down. Why I tell you something about this amazing, gifted young lady. Write this down. I'm telling you, fellas, you write it down too. Foley, all of y'all, write this number down. You'll thank me later. You thank me later now. Let me show you something. Carla Gigliardo. She's FNP, aesthetic injector at Elite Doc Health and Beauty on Sweetwater out there, in Sugar Land, right? She offers non-surgical cosmetics treatments tailored for men and women. Got this procedure called a thermage. It's a non-invasive treatment that uses radio frequency technology to tighten and contour your skin, reduce wrinkles, and improve skin elasticity that can be performed in one session with little or no downtime. You can redefine and tighten your jawline and your neck. You reduce hooded, no surgery, non-surgical procedures, by mind. Hooding and wrinkles to firm the face and the abdomen. You want a six-pack? I'm natural. All this stuff is natural. Then she got so many. They got I'm finna go through you now. Just write this number down and call her and say, the Chop Shop sent you. Watch this. Jason, what's up, baby? Jason, this for the grown folks right here, Jason. But they got what you call a hydrofacial to detox and hydrate the skin for dull skin, if you got dull skin. Then you got the Botox and the Brotox. Watch this. To smooth lines and wrinkles. Hold on. You got Botox for excessive underarm sweating. They call it hypohidrosis. Boy, I'm learning stuff. Y'all, see, when I learn stuff, I come and give it to y'all now. Right. Stop sweat glands from producing too much sweat. Prevent clothes staining. You're staining your nice suits and you're staining. Y'all watch this. Hold on. I got. I'm gonna get back to what I got to, but I got to give you something. Acne scar, skin resurfacing, blue light therapy, laser resurfacing, chemical treatments, chemical peels, acne topical kits. That's just 5 things I'm gonna give you today. Tomorrow I'm gonna give you 5 more things they do. But write this number down right now. Write that number down, Miss Carla Gigliardo. She is waiting to hear from you. You tell her the Chop Shop sent you. And let me tell you something. I know y'all ain't saying nothing about it. I know y'all writing this number. Just write the number down. You might not be you. Might be somebody you know that might need the service of this amazing. They call her the Michael Jordan of this industry. So she like that. She the GOAT of this industry. Okay? All right? I got you. Tomorrow, every day I'm gonna give you something different. Tomorrow, then Monday, I'm coming back and give you something else different. And Tuesday, all the services. If you call her, you'll know everything. They got one I can't repeat on the show. It's for females. But guess what? Got something for everybody. All right? We're good? All right, let's get back. Let's get back. Somebody just sent me something. Hold on. Somebody sent me something. They always send me something. Oh, okay. But I was thinking about something. So I got a text last night from a father. And he said something that warmed my heart. He said, watch this, y'all. Parents, listen to this, parents. What's up, Rob? My son might be going to the no, he said my son is going Ivy League. 6 out of the 8 teams has offered him. Ladies and gentlemen, When 6 out of 8 teams in your conference offer you, let me help you. When 6 teams out of your conference, multiple teams out of any conference, but 6 out of 8 teams, 6 teams out of it ain't but 8 teams in the Ivy League, and 6 of them offer him. That means his grades are right. Hold on, y'all. Got some of them over. That means his grades are right. That means they done found out something about this kid. That 6 out of 8 of the Ivy League team. Don't y'all know how that proud that make me? Because, you know, and people telling me about it because some kind of way I inspired young men to think bigger than just going to Kentucky, which is good. Think bigger than going to Baylor, which is great. And can think about going to Ivy League school. But shout out to this young man. That young man name is Trey Nunn from Waxahachie. Man, I know his transcript got to be absolute pristine for 6 of the 8. So that means the other 2 they want him too, but they probably can't. They feel they can't get it. So, but I'm gonna look into it. But man, shout out to Trey Nunn and his family having 6 Ivy League teams. Said, man, we want you to come play basketball, and we want you to become a leader in this nation. So, shout out to them. Let me see. What's up, Caleb? Caleb and Jason. I got the young next generation listening right now. So I got. Oh, what's the phone number? Hold up, Keith. Watch this, Keith. Keith, I'm gonna put it back up there, Keith. Here we go. Keith, I'm gonna put it back up there for you, Keith. Carla Giuliano, Elite Doc, Health and Beauty. Watch the number. Hit the number, Keith. 832. It's for Keith Avery. 446-3206. Call her now. Call. I'm gonna leave it up there for a minute while I'm talking. But I saw some, man, and I didn't put it up on the screen. And let me see, did I save it? I just want y'all to see stuff that I like y'all to see stuff. And y'all gonna put it on the screen now. Let me. I got to go through a little cycle. So y'all just look at Miss Carla's name and number. Write that number down right now. Get that number, screenshot it, write it down. Hold on. Let me put ESPN. It was an ESPN. I just said, I'm going to say it was a mistake. I'm not going to be that harsh today. I'm not going to be harsh. But I saw this. It's one of the craziest things I saw. And I want to share it with y'all because we got to stop. I check this stuff out, man. I look on this kid play for Baylor. Look at the graphic. Look at the graphic. It's an ESPN game. Could y'all see? Do I need to make it bigger? Look at the graphic. Look at the bottom. Has not seen his father since 1996. I'm gonna let that sit with y'all for a minute. I just want to let that sit with y'all for a minute. Jason, Caleb, ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. This is what they think of guys who look like you. I want you to pay attention to this and make sure if you're in these positions, you won't, because who pushed that button? Keith Avery. Can y'all see? Do anybody on here? Wait a minute. Is my mic working? Thank you. Sonya said, wow. Thank you. That's why I love Women Rock Wednesday. Sonya is the only person that gave me. So fellas, it's all right with y'all. All the fellas, that's okay. What has that got to do with this boy playing basketball? I don't care what context it was in. Angel Reese was asked about the best piece of advice that she received during All-Star Weekend. Sonya, did you get Miss Carla's number? Let me know. Sonya, let me know. Did you get Carla's? Gigliato's number. Because I flashed it on the screen. Let me know if you didn't get it. I want you to write this number down. But Angel Reese, they asked her about the best piece of advice that she got experiencing All-Star Weekend during the All-Star Weekend. And she continued to be one of the most authentic and transparent people that we have the privilege of being able to be around. Watch this. Just take this number down, right? Write this number down. And by the time this, you're gonna understand why I asked you about it. This is the young lady at Carla Gigliato at Elite Doc and Health and Beauty. Elite Doc Health and Beauty studio. That's her number right there. Write that number down, 832. I could slow it down for you. I can bring it back for you. Write that number down. Here we go, one more time, so you can see it. Call 832. Let me get that number for you. Call, right? Just write it down. Then you're gonna hear about it. 832-446-3206. All right. Anytime a lady pop up on the screen from now on, let me know so I can make sure she get that number. The fellas already got it. But I was thinking about Angel Reese, right? Watch this. Let me see. Watch this. This is what she learned. Listen to it.
Oh my God. Huh. I've gotten so much. On and off the court. I think I've talked to a lot of great players about even just how the small things, how they run their organization. And I came back and told the Chicago Sky things that we need to add in because I think that's important. Being able to have an organization that I'm super transparent with, and I let them know like these are the things that we need, especially with this big free agency coming up. Like I don't complain about shit, but it's a look for the other players. They want to see these things, and they talk about it all weekend. So I told them my feedback and things that we can improve on, and especially going into this new free agency next year. Like these are important things to these players. They want to see these things. They want transparency. They want to know that they're going to an organization that really cares about them. So I think that was something that was really important for me this weekend, to soak it all up and steal things like I was at Unrivaled, stealing things and taking things back here that we can improve on as well.
Anybody understand that leadership? If you didn't, I'm going to play it again. Did anybody understand the leadership of that young lady? Y'all got to realize, you know the young, what's the lady name who was killing us over in France? France's best player who was killing us. What's her name? I think her name's name Williams. France national team. What's the lady's name? Can anybody give it to me? France Olympic team. Women's basketball. Somebody gonna give it to me. France women Olympic team. Olympic team basketball. what's the girl's name? Gabby. That's Lori. I love that Lori. I love that Lori. Gabby Williams. Gabby said, Angel. Angel said, Gabby, I want you to come play. Angel, I done been at that organization. They terrible. They terrible. I ain't coming back. They terrible. They got to get their stuff together. So Angel said, look, they went down to the Unravels. Listen to me, y'all. If y'all don't know about Unravels, go Google Unravels and see all the things that they offer them women down there in Miami. Oh my God, people still bragging and talking about that. So Angel took some of that back to Chicago. Chicago building their new arena right now up there for the Chicago Sky. They finna get their own practice facility, everything, because they got a piece of crap up there right now. But thank you. But Angel saying, I'm going to do everything I can. I'm taking all of this stuff and I'm going back to the Sky and say, look, it's going to be a big free agency next year. I can get somebody to come play with us, but we got to fix this stuff up. And upper management, who's been buttholes, y'all got to straighten that out too. Cause see, y'all, everything is about being people. Everything is about people. And that's what we don't understand. Everything is about people. When you find someone, think about this. Chris Paul could have went to the Lakers because he wanted to be close to his home because his home is in LA, or the Clippers. He chose the Clippers. When people have, you got the Lakers, 17 banners. Yo, it's about people. Why you think I talk and brag about, yo, this boom boom room, this chat? I always talk about y'all. It's the people. Even if I don't agree with, listen to me. And Gary Carter on here, because he be around. He know I don't want nobody to be around here agreeing with me. Matter of fact, Robert, I don't want nobody. How can I grow? If everybody, okay, that's right. That's no. Disagree. So then you're gonna make me, guess what? You're gonna make me step my game up. This young girl right here, man, and I'm just thinking about her and the responsibility she has. And people hating her because she did this here in college to a girl. And you know what I learned too? We could talk about it right now. I learned it. It's funny how when somebody agrees with you, somebody agrees with you, then they are expert. They become an expert. These people on the internet, these people online, I don't want you don't have to agree with me. When somebody agrees you, oh, that guy, he got to be smart. Hell no. I like the guy that disagrees with me. I love a man that can best me. Cause he gonna make me come. I'm coming at his. You beat me once, I'm coming at you. He said, "Find out you been Penny's agent." It's that cool. We got our next generation on the Chop Shop right now. You know, man. You know what? It was really. Let me tell you something. It was work, Jason. Uh, Jason, that's almost 30 years ago. Jason, wasn't too many people that looked like me was getting in that business. And we gave guys an opportunity that they can choose people that look like you that can do a better job than these other people. You know, a lot of people, if you go back, look at Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and a lot of athletes, the money wasn't. And y'all, I tell you, I don't think I never. I can't. I don't want to tell you his name, but but I was sitting. I was talking to a player one time. You know how I am. I'm messing with you, man. Man, how much money you got, man? He said, I don't know. I said, let's go see. Where you got your money at? I was just messing with him. We out eating, you know. Then I said, who do this for you? Who do this for you? Who do? What I did find out, the agent, which is from my hometown, uh, was friends and affiliates with the people that was handling this money. So the agent get the money, his friend handling the money. Where are the checks and balances? That's like putting you in a room, Aaron Wilford in a room. No, I ain't gonna, cause I don't know Aaron like that. Putting me in a room with Beyonce and she ain't got no clothes on. Expect me not to touch you. The temptation there is too great. I'm handling your money. I'm getting you the money. And you don't know nothing. So we got talking. We got to talk. And I saw how underrepresented he was. And doing the talk, because his agent is from Memphis, he said, man, come here and tell me you had a dude down there so cold in Memphis. I had to play against him. And we went, he said, that little dude was going at me and I had to put that NBA thing on him. He was talking about the young Penny Hardaway, right? But let's talk about him. This kid, before I could get it right for him, these people had messed his fortune off. He went bankrupt. If I could have got to him a few years earlier, just asked me that day. Because I saw what I did. I saw all the extravagant things he was buying. So I want to know, how much you buying Tuscarosas and Porsches and you got a mansion. How you gonna maintain this? That's what made me. So I went and studied the whole sports industry. Then I met Carl Poston. We talked. Met his brother. He said, man, we got this thing going on. We just ain't got nobody like you. Synergy. Synergy mean when the sum is greater than the parts. Let's say that Gary Carter is a 2. Chuck McGowan is a 2. By the time when they get together, they should make 5 or better. They should make 4. Because the sum of them coming together should be greater than the 2 equal parts. So they should make 5, they should make 10, they should make. So we got together and we made history. But it all started when I saw playing basketball against a professional basketball player in Houston. And I saw how underrepresented he was. And the people that was taking his money didn't look like him. And there's no reason for that to ever happen again. Like when I looked at Michael Beasley the other day, crying, talking about the people that took his money. Y'all, it just broke my heart. Y'all got to go look at the story. Something is not right with him right now. Something not right. Something not right. He said, "What's the best advice a press you after you got involved in? What's the best professional advice after you?" I don't understand that one, Chuck. Write that one again. I write that again. Is the advice I got or the advice I gave? But you know, I just think about because I watch stuff. I consume a lot of information, a lot, and I was just thinking about other day. I was just thinking about Beyonce and Jay Z the other day for some reason, right? And they really had this world in a chokehold. Let me show you why. These two are constantly quiet. They keep to themselves and their small circle. They're not active on social media, not active in Hollywood. And yet, every single day, it's one thing or another about them, especially from their haters. You feel me? Y'all feel me? I saw something this morning, and I had to share this with y'all. This group of guys talking. Y'all probably have seen it. Group of guys talk. Mike Beasley says his mom dying did something to him. He said that he had to bury the only person in the world that loved him for him and not what he can do for them. Yo, that's what a lot of these players think. That you receive from a trusted peer in your profession. I had to think about that one. Because I've seen so much stuff. That's a good one, man. Golly. I'm going to tell you too. I got to choose. I got to choose. I'm going to think about that one, Chuck. And I'm going to share it on the show one day. But I was just listening to these guys talking. And the guy said, group, it was on a podcast or something. He said, I don't think we understand what is happening to us through social media. Ladies and gentlemen, this is always try to give a positive message on this show. It might be boring. And listen, I can give y'all a whole lot of mess. Because I know people's mess. My mama just didn't raise me like that. So blame her. Okay? Somebody else. That's just me. That ain't me. But I don't think we understand what is happening to us through social media. And this is a form of social media. This is show right now. We are being torn apart. We got guys that wanted guys that get on social media and talk about each other. Guys that take a part of this show and send it off to people that I do business with. Thinking it's going to get me in trouble. Not understanding. I'm not a hireling. Just not understanding. Thinking that would hurt me. We're being torn apart. Summer basketball. This guy is actually fought about summer basketball. Coaches fighting referees. People getting put out of gyms. We're being torn apart mentally, dogged out, especially on the, I'm going to say it, this is the word he used, on the nigger net. Not the internet. They called it the nigger net. It's the worst thing. I'll never forget when people get on Twitter, especially guys that look like me and Big Coach. I'm going back and forth with Eric Harrison on Twitter. You couldn't even fathom that from me and Eric, me and Chuck, me and Gary. We attack each other and we go after each other. I told you, so a dude told me, man, you too positive on this show. Don't watch it. There's some great things about people. There's some bad things about people. Y'all, if I told y'all the bad things about the people that I know in this summer basketball, you'll be saying, what? I haven't seen, and these people talking, I haven't seen another group, another race do as awful as we do to each other on this nigger net. Go turn it on. Cat Williams talking about everybody's business. Still talking about people's business. Y'all love to hear it. What's to do? Jeff Teague, I'm talking ignorant as hell. That's the best podcast on and out there. How is it freeing us? Just because you know something's a mess. But if you let all of this stuff in and never turn it off, that's why when some of y'all put comments on there, I can tell what you've been listening to and watching and where you're getting your information from. I've never seen another group, another race do this to each other as we do. I just never did. So, but if you let all of this stuff in and never turn it off, never turn off the news. It's news. The news is depressing. Y'all, I got trauma. I'm telling you. Every time I see that, whatever he is in the White House, I promise you, I turn it off. Listen, I can't consume anymore. Every time I see that image of him, because I know what he stands for, because I studied it. I told y'all about it for 8 months. When we had people, allowing people to put this and wear this at the Republican National Convention. You got to turn it off and have your own plan. Sometimes sometimes you just got to go away from it and walk away from the noise. That's why I try to give y'all something every time. That's why I tell you to share the show. You gonna get something other than knowing who hit some points in the summer basketball when I'm on this show. I'm bigger than that. That don't make me. Like literally, you got to turn some of this stuff off. If you just turn it off for a while, you see your whole mentality change. Just watch the stuff we watching. The reality show. How are they making all this money? These ignorant ass people up there doing all this crazy ass stuff. Because we're watching. He got that 3,000 million followers. So, but he ain't saying nothing. I was thinking about being a parent, being a dad, watching this summer basketball community for all these years. And I heard this story about Jeff Capel's dad. What's Jeff Capel's dad name? I just call him Coach Capel. I met him one time. And his name is, it might be Jeff too. Jeff Capel's dad. Let me. I heard this thing about it. Nice dude. Yeah, his name's J. Yeah, his name's Jeff Capel too. Yeah. So watch this, parents. Y'all got to see this. Y'all hold up. Y'all need to share this. This gonna be good. Splice this out and send it to somebody. Let me give you an example when the parent is the voice of reason. Parents, summer basketball. What's up, Daddy Smoothie, man? We've been waiting on you. Jeff Capel's daddy was a great human being. I got to meet him, before. Nice man. He was also a coach. But they said when Jeff was a freshman at Duke, the team that went to the Final Four in 1994, I think, he was a teammate of Grant Hill. He was a freshman, and he was starting on the team. But Coach K was hard on him. That is moving. Hard on him. And Jeff was taking it hard. So his dad takes him to lunch to say, well, let's go chop it up. He sits across from him at the table, he was going through all the complaints. Jeff complaining. He all the complaints he got to give him to his dad about Coach K. And his dad looks at him and says, y'all ready? Y'all ready? Let me get this straight. You're a freshman, right? Jeff said, yes, sir. You starting, right? Yes, sir. Your coaches tell you whenever you open, you need to shoot the basketball, right? Yeah. Dad goes and says, what you need is to get your effing act together and shut the F up and go to work. His dad gets up, leave the restaurant, leaves Jeff with the bill, and get his own way home. Say, you've had to figure out to get your own way home. That's when the parents is the voice of reason. In the Final Four, starting, playing with Grant Hill, a freshman, shoot any ball time you want, you open. And you complaining about the coach? Boy, ain't nobody commenting on that one, boy. Ain't nobody commenting on that one. I get nervous. When y'all don't say nothing about stuff, because I know how profound this stuff is. Y'all don't understand. I talked to myself about it first. I told you I always like talking to intelligent people. That's why I talk to myself. Think about that, y'all. Raymo, think about that. Summer basketball, all you complaining ass parents. Some of y'all listening right now, your friends listening, y'all know who these complaining ass parents are. See, y'all, I don't let them complain to me. Some of them get tired talking to me. Crystal, they get tired of talking to me. Come here. When you're calling me, right? You want to see, Crystal, I have to qualify it now. Because some of them just want me to hear what they saying. But when you're calling me, I'm gonna ask you, what are you looking for in this? You want me to agree with you? I'm not gonna do that. You're gonna give me this information and I'm gonna process this information. Man, I know, boy, I know some people complain about your son shooting all the balls, playing all the damn minutes, and you still complain. That man said these kids, most kids would be in the portal immediately. Yes. I keep thinking about this young kid. A couple of young kids just left school just to go. Now it's just good to be in the portal. You know how many be in the portal? If I be in the portal, they're going to put me on Twitter. I get in the puddle. I'm on. All I am, Robert Hatter, is waiting on somebody to get good enough so Penny gonna call me and say, Hatter, what you think? Georgia Tech gonna call me and say, Hatter, what you think? Temple University gonna call and say, Hatter, what you think? Can he play for me? All I want y'all to do is get good enough to. I'm just waiting on your sons to get good enough. They got a new sheriff in town that'll help them. I've done it. I'm gonna go again, because some people call me again, and a lot of people on that internet. Crystal said, Robert, tell me this: why did the Rockets shut down Reed Shepherd for the rest of the summer league play? Resume shot. Reed Shepherd was the 4th pick in the draft last year. The only reason he was playing in the summer league was to get a little few reps up under his belt, to see what he can do. They saw everything that they thought he could do. Them other guys out there they use the summer league just for Reed to go and have a playground and build his confidence. The basketball and the NBA is about confidence. He was the fourth pick in the draft. Last year, he couldn't get off the bench. He played in the G League. So they wanted to see, you go and dominate these guys like he did. Now, let's just hope he can play himself into the rotation of 8. He can see, can he get in that 8? Because he can shoot the piss out the basketball. That's what they got him for. But he had so many miscommings last year that he... Hey, y'all, I'm going to tell y'all something. From now on, this is my rule from now on. If anybody want to call into this show, let me know. Now I go get the bad line and let y'all call in. I just got a text. Anytime, listen, anytime. So everybody know that. Anytime you say, well, no, Robert, I want to talk in. I'm not typing. I want to talk to you. I want you to hear me. Y'all, that's going to be my new rule as of the day. What's the day? July 23rd. That's a new rule. All right. A new rule. He going to be all right. See, what we expect, y'all, it's hard to play in the NBA, man. I can't even explain to you. Jay Billis, who coached college, who called the games. I love to watch him because I learn a lot from him. Y'all understand, I watch these announcers so I can get better at announcing. In case you don't know, I analyze the games for TSU basketball. So what happens is I watch people that I like their cadence. I like how their timing and how the NBA game is different from the college game. So Jay Billis called both of them. But you know what Jay Billis said? He said, I enjoy calling the NBA games better. He said, because everything is better. The basketball is better. I know y'all think college is better, but college is better for y'all. Must have some other reason because the basketball ain't better. These NBA is league. They don't miss. That's what he was saying. In the NBA, man, see, in the NBA, like most people practice till they can't get it, so they can get it right. In the NBA, you practice where you can never get it wrong. It's different, y'all. I know it look easy. They make it look easy because they're so great. But why he ain't playing? He ain't playing for a reason. The NBA, no boys allowed. I'm looking at Dalton Connect. The Lakers rookie. He played a little bit last year. But now, ladies and gentlemen, just last year, he was a first-round pick. But his trade value took a massive hit after the summer league. So Reed Shepard performed in the same summer league that Dalton Connect lost value. Teams around the league no longer view him as a first-round pick. So don't call me if I trade for him. I'm not giving you no first-round pick for him. The summer league has not helped his stock. It helped Reed Shepard's stock. The NBA is hard, man. I wish I... And do me a favor, whenever you go to NBA game, and if I'm in town, if one of y'all see me at the game, I'm gonna switch seats and let y'all come down there. Cause I want y'all to see it up close. It's different than you see it on TV. It's different. Them dudes are fast, moving, fast, and jumping. He said, just be sure you have a plan B if your son doesn't make it to the absolutely, baby. That's an understatement on this show. Most people don't make it to the NBA. Kenneth Gamble said he almost had to leave. Y'all, but last year he was heralded. This how hard the NBA is, Reginald Meshack. He said, all facts. This is crazy. She crazy. Crystal, y'all, I'm gonna leave Crystal alone. The NBA, man, is amazing, man. It's amazing. And I'm thinking about the WNBA. Let me give you, we're going to get back to the NBA, but let me talk a little bit about the dumb. Let me help y'all out. So y'all can be the smartest people in the nail shop. I was in there yesterday. Yeah. You know, because y'all got to understand, when I go get go get my ankle checked out, man, I want to make sure my pedicure is right. I ain't going in there crazy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going. I had to get that pedicure right before I went up and they got that ankle checked on. People get to touching on your ankle. Oh, dog, I ain't gonna be tweeting about me. What's up, Jimmy? but Jim, I want to share. I'm gonna get because I'm gonna get this information out because people been emailing me and texting me, and I've been seeing so much ignorance. And all ignorance mean is you don't know. Not we used to call it a bad. Hey, he ignorant. No, ignorant mean. But always remember this when you go to when you're in the barber shop and you're in the nail shop about this WNBA stuff, right? There are so many investors lining up trying to get into this WNBA. If business is so bad, people ain't lining up to get into you. And all them girls is telling y'all when they had on them shirts is, in the words of Marlo Stanfield, ain't his name? Marlo Stanfield in The Wire. He said, the price of brick is going up. Yo, well, but they ain't good. They missing layup. Yo, this guys make $70 million turn the ball over and miss layups and miss dunks. All the women want, ladies and gentlemen, is a partnership. The players in the NBA get 50%, owners get 50%. Partnership. The WNBA, the women get 9%, and WNBA get 90%. That's all they saying. They said, I want a partnership. They not saying we should be getting paid like the NBA players. Ain't nobody said that. I've been hearing these ignorant comments. They ain't said that. They ain't said we should get paid like this. In the NBA, there's a partnership that exists. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. In the NBA, Mark Cuban a few years ago was complaining about losing money. But guess what? He still played. I'm losing money. I'm with this team. I'm losing money. But he kept playing his players. Man, I'm out there putting too much money into the Dallas Mavericks. You were still paying your players multi-year contracts. I know some of them you paid, Mark Cuban. But there's so much ignorance online. People just don't know. I tell y'all what, have y'all noticed the owners of these WNBA teams ain't said nothing? That should give you pause. Don't be listening to these clowns in the newspaper and the mainstream media and all them folks. Don't listen to them. The owners ain't said nothing. It's just being the fans and the talking heads. Let me tell you something. And even the NBA, if they was taking care of their money that they should have, they wouldn't have caved in some of these negotiations they had in the past. But then you look back, well, man, I can't afford to be out on strike. See, I sit up and think about these women. And these women, they don't have a major. See, the players, see, the WNBA, if these women go on strike, to most of these women, this is not their major moneymaker. They go overseas. Now they got to unravel. So the WNBA, they better handle this one very, very careful. But don't let nobody, man, sit up here and tell you when I'm gonna give you this number. The Valkyries a few years ago paid $50 million to get in. The Valkyries, that's the Golden State team, the women's basketball. Now its valuation is 290 to 300 million in a couple of years. And you telling me, you talking about we losing? No. Pay them girls. Become a partner. Give them better percentage. Come on. That's all. But what's up, Jimmy? I just had to get that out. Man. And you, what, oh boy, damn! I shouted in your minutes, boy. You got. What's up, man? What's happening?
I mean, that's the sum that thing of
you don't even got to talk about it, cause I did that. Come on into your spiel. You ain't got to talk about it if you don't want to. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, some people just might not, understand. Bottom line is a difference between profit and revenues. Period. There's a big difference between profit and revenues. And that's the key. Once you understand that, and then this whole thing will be easier to probably comprehend. There's a difference between profit and revenues. You mentioned Cuban in business. Think about it. There's a reason why tax attorneys are good tax and good CPAs are good CPAs, because they have a uncanny, unrivaled way of hiding and shifting what would be revenues. I mean, what would be profits? They shift them over to make some things look like a loss. And that's the thing on it. Understand, that's a big difference. But so we got news, of course, today. What's going on in WNBA? That uh, you got to realize, man. Nneka Uwigmeke is from H Town. She's from Cy-Fair High School. Her and along with her 3 or 4 sisters, one of them is on ESPN, Shanae, and they have mastered uh, the female sports sector in not only just WNBA, but of course in the media aspect as well. And I think NECA might be. I think she might. Is she the head of the association, or she's one of the ranking officials in the
She
play
ranking member.
and of the. So you're not going to. This is not. No, understand, guys. They're from Houston. I met these young ladies 20 years ago. I think the oldest one came out in the class of 2006. I want to say, and that was the year of Brittany Griner. Matter of fact, I keep this thing on my desk. Funny thing, I keep a picture on my desk from the magazine. Right, this was a centerfold that particular year, and look, let me get that glare off there. You see NECA at the bottom kneeling next to Kelsey Bone. That's her, right? And this was back in 2000. This was a class of 2006. Yeah, keep one of them. Good write up in the back for each one that we did in the magazine. So my point is, these women are very, very intelligent. The younger sister played and got a MBA at Rice. She played for Rice, the younger sibling of the Wigman K's. These girls, I mean, they were going to be pros in life. Basketball just happened to make things easier for them to go to Stanford and whatnot and get their degrees, respective degrees. This ain't your. Remember Bushwick Bill, how he said in that "Mind Playing Tricks on Me" song, and that famed lyric. He said this wasn't no ordinary. He said he stood about 6-7 feet. These ain't no ordinary chicks that they're at the table against. And when you have some people get offended, get intimidated by black women, black people that expose an above average amount of intelligence at a negotiating table. And these what they have. And you gotta realize the best of both worlds. These are siblings. So NECA, you think Shanae ain't gonna never give her sister no insider trading information on what's going on and what's running on the media side? Just like she can feed her sister intel, what's going on or what's possibly having going on in the meeting room. They are powerful together. And that family, and they're out to help the betterment of that women's profession. Just want to get that out there in regard to that. What else we got out there in regard to comments? Somebody asked a question already.
He asked you about, is it normal for college or universities to offer a bunch of players in the same program?
No, that's not normal.
That's not normal?
No, not real.
I want to know what he mean by it though.
It's not.
What do you mean by bunch? Big coach, what you mean by bunch?
I'm gonna take the bunch as 3 or more.
Okay, I'm just curious.
No, it's not. No, not commutable offers. Tell them to commit, and then you'll realize how normal it is. And a lot of you look around the horn, more players are committing earlier. I had a top 100 kid in the country that they called yesterday. It's like, man, hey, I saw you talking to this coach in the gym. Can you see if he's interested? Blah blah blah. or what they offer. I say, well, I can check, you know, well, we want to get this thing early. We want to get 2 or 3 visits in September. We're gonna roll. We ain't rolling through October. And I get it. I say, I applaud you for thinking that way. Because after all, it ain't like the old days. These kids, people, you get 5 visits every year from the 10th grade to the 12th grade. That's 15 official visits. That was one of the most brilliant things in the world that they could put in place. Because never know why? Who's going to take 15 visits doing the same thing with different hotels, with the different schools? That it would get so tiresome. You can't woo these kids anymore in regarding to flying somewhere. They've flown all over the top. You're talking about these top tier kids. They've flown all over the country already for years. So another plane trip doesn't woo them or the parents. Becomes tiresome after you go to one, because you got to realize they are up at the crack of dawn. You got to meet this, go do this, meet this person, meet this. Then you got to stand up for 2 hours at the football game that you're coming to on the campus to visit during a home football game for the most part. You're standing up, you're doing all this walking. Man, then your mom got to stand up doing all this walking with you. Somebody back hurting, somebody knee hurting, somebody leg.
Jimmy, don't nobody be walking no more. Jimmy, the golf cart take them everywhere now, man. Where you
Oh, they put
been,
the
man?
golf. Yeah, they do put them
The
on the
golf
golf
cart
cart.
take them everywhere now.
But boy, if you're in the wrong cities, that sun. You can't hide from it.
I know you can't hide from the sun, but
that get tiresome, man. I'm telling you.
Even TSU got 4 or 5 golf carts around there taking them folks around their campus.
Oh yeah, okay, all right.
Yeah.
So that's the thing regarding that. So now, as parents, what do you do now? What do you do now? I had a guy text me, a coach from Louisiana, one of the grassroots coach, text me yesterday, and he's asking me, well, what? And I didn't realize who he was talking about. He was like, Jim, I respect your opinion. What should we do? What events should we go to next year? I want to put my kids in front of some small Division I coaches and whatnot. I said, well, send me the name, height, and high school of the core of your team. Send that to me, and then that way I was gonna see that, look at the names, and realize, okay, how tall one of them was. All them dudes about 5'10" to 6'1", and I said, well, okay. I said, okay, well. Oh, and then he sent me like the whole roster. I said, Coach, send me your 3 best players, and then I can tell from there what you probably could do to help maximize it. Because obviously, and there's nothing wrong with that, but so many people are afraid to ask for assistance. So many people are afraid to ask for help navigating through this stuff. So I applaud anybody that has the know-how to go and do something. And
Jimmy, these people ask people, they just ask the wrong people, too. And the people know they don't have the information, but they won't help them get to the right. I'm serious about this. These people, man, people want information, man, but you got to understand these people around people that think they know it all. Jim, it's some know it all ass people around here. I just be laughing, man, at some of these folks around here, man. I just be laughing.
I mean, I can't say it enough. Accountability. If more people would just hold others accountable, as long as themselves for some of the actions. Everybody wants to talk about the baskets made, and nobody realized that about when it comes to the air balls and this stuff. And if you got in a situation and you made a decision based on asking or using somebody's advice, and they steered you wrong, then why would you go back to that same person asking for the directions again? They just gave you some improper directions. You're gonna ask that person again? No, you let that person know those directions didn't work, and then you go and proceed to figure it out somewhere else or yourself. That's the thing. And it comes, but at the same time, a lot of people, you went to these events, you saw college coaches, or you didn't at your games. Some college coaches might have watched your son play. Normally, how the system, how it goes, guys, is if assistant coach normally is the first to see your son play normally, and if you see that coach, the assistant coach likes what he sees, he's going to come back, and at some point in time, he's going to come back if he really likes your son or daughter. He's going to come back with the head coach. Now, when the head coach is present along with that head coach could have been, there's 3 other assistant coaches out on the road that may have seen somebody they like just as much. But that head coach had to make a decision. I'm going to go and watch the kid that you have been bragging about. That, in a sense, puts the assistant coach in a position of evaluating, because now if his boss doesn't like that player, because that assistant is supposed to know what this boss likes. It's like you the chef and you're preparing the dish. You're supposed to know what some assistant coaches already know. I hear him say it here and there. Man, my boss won't like that dude right now. He ain't my boss type of player right there.
Yeah.
I get with all that type of code. So they are supposed to know what their boss like. So when their boss comes sit down, it's an audition, like a third audition for a job. And if the boss don't like him, it's gonna be a long time for he likes what he unliked. And that's the thing. It just comes down to that. That assistant coach now, good thing about it, that assistant coach now could be a head coach in 2 years. When you at the bubble, in the transfer bubble somewhere, or portal somewhere, and guess what? That assistant coach who saw you in the gym, he might still like you for somewhere else. So this is where the recruiting game, it spreads in the under it spreads laterally, and it can help you. If a person like you, that don't mean just because at the school, that you never know. People get jobs all the time.
Jimmy, it just happened in Houston. Jimmy, Quantas White, the day when Shadow Creek was at the team camp a couple years ago. I'll never forget it. I'm sitting in the gym. Quantas White got up from the table with a gold wire and went to the end of the floor and started talking to Coach President, the coach of Shadow Creek. And they was talking. So, I'm thinking they might be talking about somebody because the other dude was hurt. That's right. Jackson wasn't there because remember he wasn't playing. So I went and asked Coach Goldwire. I said, why did Quantas get up? He said, did you see what just happened? I said, yeah, but what? He said, man, Quantas went up there and find out who that little dude there is. So a few minutes later, Coach Sampson and Coach both the Sampsons came to the room. So that means Quantas what? Then called them to this gym. So they kept playing. After that game, they invited Mike to play on the U of H team. U of H have a select team. So he got to play on both of them. But think about this, Jimmy. He didn't get picked up by U of H. But Quantas went and got a job somewhere else. Because Quantas took what you said, his first recruit. Just like you said, it happens. Who would have thought Quantas was gonna get this job and took this guy as his first? So it's weird. I saw it in real time. How just yesterday's assistants are tomorrow head coaches. I saw it in real time. That was the most unique thing that I've ever seen. I ain't never seen it happen like that in my life like that. Because I ain't never just been that close and watched a kid like that close. So I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, and so that's how one of the ways how the current flows. Because sometimes you guys can be in the gym and you think you can see something but not really understand what you're seeing, and it's right in your face, and you think this college likes this person. Yes, indirectly, but it's really the coach. Until that head coach likes you,
It's a good one. It's a good one. That's a
until the
good one.
head coach likes you.
That's a good one.
Some people are recruiting for me, for my university, whatever your name may be. That's what the coaches call it. That's the coaches speak amongst each other. Who you recruiting for? Robert Howard University. That means one day you're gonna be in, you don't know where you're gonna be at. I like this dude. I got
Yes.
me. And you got to always, as a coach, as a college coach, and if you think about that, if you think about it from this side of the fence, why wouldn't they? You don't want to have to start all the way over when you're walking into a job. You want to have some relationships already in place. That's why most guys, it'd be funny, most coaches have at least 2 assistants they already know coming with them when they get a head job.
Yeah.
Or they gonna ask to come with them. Most already know. You live that moment out. How could you not live that moment out? You mean to tell me, wait a minute, you mean to tell me you basketball players out there, you've dreamed about hitting the buzzer beater 100 times in the backyard, and you've never dreamed who passed you the ball? You mean you've never dreamed who was on your team? You just dreamed you hitting the buzzer beater. That's it. You mean to tell me that's how your dream go in? So you're gonna take the ball out and give it to yourself, then dribble it down the court, and just come on now, think about it. So
Jimmy, I got 2 contrasting things right here.
what we got?
Melvin Groove said this, and then Big Coach came right behind him and put what he said. He said, "Is it better for the grassroots teams to contact college coaches and send them their schedule, or just travel the country hoping to be seen?" Non-power 5.
Okay,
He mean non-power 5. Non-power 5 talent. What's
okay.
best?
Well, that's the key, is non-power 5 talent. You read that first, guys. Let
Yeah,
that soak
yeah,
in.
yeah.
So
And
we're
then
not
and then,
talking about
then Big Coach came back to this
invest in elite camps and get the kids out of Texas to be seen by different eyes. Here's the thing: if you have the
budget.
the budget or the money, the resources to do that at your disposal, then it's not a strain. But if you are counting pennies, counting coins, and you have none, pretty much you're not that, you don't have that type of team. You don't have a team that get a check from a sneaker company. Here's the deal in reality, guys. If you're blessed, you have one Division I signee player on that team. I'm just talking for the general 16s going into 17s. You 8th graders and all that 15, y'all sit this one out. So that means your decisions that you make on that team is generally circumvented around 1 to 2 players. 1 to 2 players. So that means you're going to go play and try to, and I get it. That's the decision you have to make. So that the other those guys, they're the band. They're the band. They're not the lead
They
singer.
Titoed them and Randy Jackson. They ain't
Well,
Michael Jackson.
well, yeah, they did. Yeah, they did play instruments. Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Back
band.
then. Now the band don't even hardly play. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's what they were. So get this. It's a decision that you have to make based on your resources. But yes, first, it does not hurt anything to send those coaches your schedule.
No.
Here's the thing: send it to the 4th assistant, the operations guy, the 3rd, 4th, and the operating. Those should be the 3 coaches that you are targeting in that program. And even the guy that's not even on the road, that guy below him, send it to him, because they don't get a lot of emails. So that means they're prone to read yours. The head coach, he's gonna get, come on, man. He don't even read, most head coaches don't even read their email. I mean, they have assistant. That's why they have an assistant to them, to the head coach. They're gonna get the emails, sift out the ones that made it through the filters, then get the real one, leave the real ones on this table for them to open. They're not gonna open this email because some some stuff be private or whatever. And some of them do open them up. And I've been in certain offices with secretary has full reins, open all them jokers up, and then print the ones I need to read. And then I read them on the plane. That's what the coaches do. If you don't, I mean, seriously, read them on the toilet, read them wherever. He'll read them later, staple them together, put them in an envelope. These are your mail for the day. But back to the thing, yes, I would definitely send your schedules to those coaches. And yes, if you have the means, you try to go outside, but that's not just anywhere. Not just anywhere.
But Jimmy, shouldn't I mean? Do all summer coaches know what it takes to play at college?
No.
So you got the blind. They blind, right? So if they don't know what it takes, how they know what level these kids can play on?
Well, it's a race because what happens is the market is tricked. And so you look at it and what you do know at a younger age that your kid is compatible to this kid over here. And
Okay.
until that,
So just
like
look, so you compare your kids to other players?
Well, yes, a lot of them do. I mean, it's like if this guy is supposed to be good, and we ain't talking really rankings out of it, but he's supposed to be good. And my kid, I give credit to most summer coaches would be able to determine, hey man, my kid is just as good as this dude right here. Okay, but then eventually, favor ain't fair. Eventually, based on what program this other kid plays with, he's going to be able to get seen and get better opportunities for more exposure. Yours may not. So he's going to go out and take advantage of those opportunities. And then next thing you know, but you still get what you still heart, you still believe. Now, the thing is, every year, every city, there are compatible kids that may be just as good, but you just didn't seize the opportunities because of the decisions that was made. And you got to deal with that. And that means you got to get it out of the mud. Do you honestly believe, do you see the increasing amount of players that are coming out of the JUCO ranks that are putting their fingerprints on Power 5, Power 4 Division 1 programs right now?
And Division 3 schools too.
And sub D1s. You see the amount of guys that'll moving the needle? So think about it. That means they have to go get it out the mud. Somebody, the way that the system is built, somebody going to get it out the mud every doggone year.
Absolutely.
And that just wasn't part of the script. And so I think if more grassroots coaches would start preparing and let the kids know from the get-go, look, man, I'm going to try to shoot for you guys, but you make all these kids think they're equal.
Hey,
and all talents ain't equal,
Jim,
man.
I got to put this. I got to put this on the. You tell me a parent feel they paying the same fees as the other kids, they feel they get the same recruitment. Man, let me tell you something. I hope ain't no parent thinking like that. I just hope.
Try to. Well, here's the thing.
I hope
Can you try to ask them? Try to find out where that seed was planted from. Somebody made that parent in all likelihood believe or subscribe to that type of thinking. And sometimes you can see it, you just don't want to ruffle any feathers as a coach, and that's your fault because you're going to either deal with it today or you're going to deal with it compounded tomorrow.
See, people be wait a minute, Jimmy. Some of these people be promising it. Jim, and I know we got to get out of here because it's 2:00. I can't wait in here long. But we're gonna talk about this again tomorrow, Jimmy. Cause I done heard some guy. I've been on the phone with some dudes in this basketball community that I didn't listen to on the phone. Their parent and heard them talking about I can get you 5 offers just by you coming on my team.
Not committable offers.
See, we know it ain't committable.
That's what I'm saying. But the parent, that's the whole thing. We have to teach them to be able to challenge what's in front of them. If you have an offer, then try to commit. And if the guy's going to take that offer and they're going to go through with it, try to commit. Then at the last moment, for your phone, coach. I just was trying to see if this offer was for real. We're not committing. Like, excuse me, my bad. Jokes on us. And guess what? But we've been heard and explained to the coach. We've been told, and we know there's so many fake offers out there. This is one of our only ways we want to see if it's for real or not. Try to commit and watch what happens. I honestly believe in all of my heart that the vast majority of parents out there don't want to commit, not because they want to check out other schools. You don't want to commit to this offer because you know there's a chance that offer is fake as hell.
Jim, I had to make a parent.
You had to what?
I had to make a parent do it. I said, you finna do this. Call that man right now, and they called him.
And what happened?
Yeah, we want to come. We want to come. We want to get this thing done now. Let's go, because I want to see a football game the next week. Man, that coach ain't called that parent back yet.
Exactly. So that don't mean it's going to happen to you guys, but in all likelihood,
the parents didn't want to do it, Jimmy. The parents was like,
because they knew that was an upper chance. That they knew it was a chance that and the odds was not in their favor.
But the parents seem a little mad at me because they think, because I thought I said it was a fake offer.
So did you go back and hold them accountable? Did you have court with the parent after it was over and say,
oh my God, they understood. They said, you know what, Robert? I'm glad I did it now. But they didn't want to do it because you just said deep down in their mind. But you know what, Jimmy? No. Deep down in their mind, they think they son that good now. Don't get y'all. I ain't got time to talk about this stuff right now, but y'all make sure y'all bring this stuff up tomorrow.
Yeah, they got all them comments on there.
Yeah, but I can't. Y'all can't come late this late. I'm just telling y'all. I've been here since 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
So y'all had to do that. Get in at 1 o'clock tomorrow. We can talk about it. 1 o'clock tomorrow. We'll talk about it.
Guys, get some people that need to hear this conversation. Adam, I'm on this joint at the top of the hour.
Don't be on it early. We ain't gonna stop this to 1. Because we gotta talk about stuff.
I said at the top of the hour. That's it.
At 1 o'clock on the dot.
Make sure y'all get some people that need to hear the conversation. So that's all you gotta do. Just pull them on.
And Brandon want us to get BJ want us to get to his comments. He got so much, but you came on too late. Tell me, bring you on. I'm gonna text you, BJ. We probably. I don't know if we you better have some good internet, or you're gonna be messed up. If you ain't got good internet, I can't get you on. But I can let you call in. I can let him call in.
Well, that's we're gonna do the phone lines as well. And don't forget, guys, share the show on your way out the door. And don't forget, this Sunday we have a 1-day event. If you have players that have not received invites into Rucker on Wood, this is probably the last opportunity that they're going to have to get an invite to Rucker on Wood. It's almost filled up as we speak. That takes place toward the end of August. Remember, if you have a player in high school and you want to get an invite, you don't have them get one yet, I strongly encourage you to sign your team up into the 1-day event. Each team play 2 games. It's only $60. That basically covers the cost of the referees. That's what we're doing this weekend, Sunday only. And you can come, and it's guaranteed that every one player from every single high school team that plays will get 1 invite at least from participating. So I'm going to show you guys how easy it is if you really mean something and you want to stand and you want to support something, your kids, this is what you need to do. It's just that simple. We'll see you. Go to rcssports.com from the website. You'll see the link and all that information. We got to get up out of here. Peace. See you guys on tomorrow. Chop Shop.
Jim Hicks. Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talk this sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up, it's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop.